Chapter 5. Jazzrak appears in his ship having just returned from his meeting with the planet traders. Shedding his environmental suit, he swims to the console and sits down. He begins to review the communications sent since he had been planet-side to see if anything important arrived he needs to follow up on. Partway through the list of messages, Bardex hears a call over communications. Emergency to anyone who can hear this. Transmissions are being lost from the outer part of the quadrant 143. Whatever it is appears to be moving faster than light. Jazzrak quickly pulls up the display of the galaxy. Computer, map missing locations based upon the subspace failures to respond. The computer brings up a 3D map of the galaxy. The map is clear. A large pattern appears to be spreading across the galaxy. The front of the disturbance is clearly a wavefront of a massive size, much larger than the galaxy and approaching the galaxy's black hole. Jazzrak's current position was far away and ahead of the approaching front. Quickly entering a series of coordinates on the control panel, he activates a special communication. All Iuja ships, if you get this message, rendezvous at the following transmitted coordinates. We have to leave the galaxy. With a little luck, our engines might make it to crossing to the next galaxy. I know no one has tried it, but we have little choice. Changing communications channels, Jazzrak continues. Bardex, respond immediately, please. Bardex had left the insurance company, was heading over to pick up Winex after her work. Jazzrak, what has you so excited? You may not be willing to believe me, but sensors show a massive energy wall flashing through our galaxy. Nothing will stop this, and your planet is going to die in a matter of hours. We have to leave now, if we have a hope of surviving. Bardex quickly reacted. Do you have 2 suits? I have someone I cannot leave. Yes, but you don't have much time. Bardex rushes into the trader offices, and when he reaches Winex, he speaks with the quick words, I love you. Do you trust me? Winex looks from the screen at her desk at Bardex and can see the fear in his eyes. Yes, I trust you. Bardex grabs hold of Winex's hand, pulling her from the chair. Jazzrak, transport us now. Jazzrak responds to Bardex's words. Computer, transport to the prepared room. Bardex is holding tight to Winex, as she is clearly in shock. Bardex speaks to the room they suddenly find themselves in. Jazzrak, we are good to go. Jazzrak activates the planned jump to the farmost location in the galaxy, away from the rushing energy wall. At the coordinates of the agreed meeting place, Jazzrak's ship arrives to find a dozen ships of his configuration. One of a new, much larger transport ship configuration, in addition to 2 older, smaller transport ships. In front of them are the stars of the universe and the closest galaxy off at a far distance, larger than other lights, but still small. Jazzrak sits at the ship control console, sends a message to his small fleet. I don't think the old ships will make the jump. We need to move everyone to the new ships. A response comes over the communications. Agreed. Give us a few minutes to move. Jazzrak continues. Everyone needs maximum energy charge. That means your reserves as well. Is everyone ready? Number of transmissions received from the ships indicating ready. Jazzrak's hand flies over the control panel. Here is the jump coordinate. Good luck. Bardex, Winex, prepare. We are about to jump. In the small room of Jazzrak's ship, Bardex and Winex are huddled close together. Winex is in shock as they view the screen. On one side of the screen is the image of the universe ahead. On the other screen is an image as their planet explodes from the advancing destruction. When the planet explodes, Bardex flinches and Winex lets out a scream just as the ship jumps. The ships disappear one at a time, leaving 2 older freighters drifting in space. With Jazzrak being the last ship, his ship suddenly flashes as it makes its jump across the void. On the other side of the void, a small fleet of escaping ships appear outside the new galaxy. The target new galaxy is in full view through their view screens, but they still have a distance to go. Jazzrak sends a broadcast. Is everyone here? I am down to less than 2% before I need my energy reserves. The other ships respond. Same here. I think we're going to come up short. Yes, everyone arrived, but we are all short on energy, and we don't have enough with our reserves to make it. Jazzrak, waiting to make sure Bardex and Winex are okay, sends a message to their compartment. Bardex, we have arrived at our planned rendezvous spot, but our reserves are low, and there is still a distance to go before we can recharge. If you have any ideas, would love to hear them. Winex is still in shock, with pleading eyes, looks at Bardex. Please explain. What just happened? Please, please. Jazzrak, listening in, responds. We don't know exactly what is happening, but as you have observed, our galaxy is lost. We are trying to escape to an adjacent galaxy. We have no time to mourn over the loss of life. If we want to survive, we need everyone's help to survive. Can you pull yourselves together and help? Bardex shakes off his shock to respond. Give us a minute. We will be okay. Although having seen our planet and galaxy destroyed has overwhelmed us at the moment. We will come up to the bridge in just a few moments and see if we can help. Bardex hugs Winex as he helps her to slowly recover from the sudden shock. Then with Bardex's help, they slowly begin to put on suits hanging on the wall. After putting on suits, Bardex and Winex exit through the waterlock and, following directions on their helmet view screens, swim to the command center where Jazzrak is located. When Winex sees Jazzrak, she does a double take. Winex looks directly at Jazzrak. Jazzrak, I thought it was your voice, but I was not sure. How do you happen to know Bardex? Winex, turning to Bardex with a look of growing fury. You have a lot of explaining to do, mister. Bardex knew he would have a lot to explain, but knew they were not safe yet. I will. First things first. Jazzrak, what can we do? Winex is suddenly looking out the control room window at view of the nearby galaxy with wide-eyed amazement. Bardex comes up to hold her. You always said you wanted to travel. Jazzrak is busy at the panel. All ships are down to approximately 2% of their power, and it will take more than that to reach a point of recharging. Any ideas, Bardex? Bardex quickly responds. Can you somehow move power from one ship to another? If you pool power, will there be enough to make it? Jazzrak smiles. Good idea. Computer, if we transfer all power to the transport, can we achieve the needed level? All of them could hear the computer respond. Yes, but there is only room for one single vessel within the transport. Jazzrak moves quickly. All ships. Each needs to move to the transport and transfer their power to the transport. My ship will enter the transport last and transfer power. All people need to move into the transport. We are dumping all ships but mine and the transport. There are multiple voices answering. Understand, sir. Executing. As Jazzrak and Bardex and Winex watch through the forward ship, each ship moves to the transport, and after hooking a cable, holds, then slowly drifts away. After the last ship has completed its transfer, Jazzrak announces, prepare for my ship to transport into the landing bay. Yes, ready on your mark. Mark. Through the control room window, the view changes to show the interior of the transport ship landing bay. Transport teams swim around the ship to make hookups. Lights on Jazzrak's panel turn green with the final hookup. Jazzrak gives the final command before preparing to leave the control room. Computer, transfer all power to the main ship. The computer responds. Transfer underway. Jazzrak leads his small group to his ship exit as they swim out of the ship and through the transport ship to the main control room. Entering the control room, Jazzrak continues over to an Iuja, talking with some others. Commander Yeffer, please meet my friends, Bardex and Winex. The commander nods as he turns to Jazzrak. Jazzrak acts like he is in command. Has the rest of the ship personnel transported over? Yeffer doesn't seem to notice, but responds. Welcome aboard. Yes, we are ready to jump. Our energy supplies are now at 37% with full reserves. Computer projections show we can reach the outer star of the galaxy. There we can recharge and look for our next step. Jazzrak smiles. Good, let's go. Yeffer announces, computer, lay in jump coordinates and execute. With a blink of the eye, the transport ship appears with a view of a distant blue star. Commander now takes control. Computer, begin recharge and launch survey robots. Computer voice can be heard. Executing. After a few moments, control room screens begin to show multiple images as stars quickly appear and disappear, followed by close-up of planets flashing across the screens, then flashing to new stars. The screens change at a dizzying speed. Yeffer announces, all officers to the bridge, conference room for review meeting. Turning to Jazzrak and his small band, Jazzrak, would you and your friends please join us for a review of our next options? Ship people along with Jazzrak, Bardex and Winex enter the conference room and begin to move to a conference table, joining the other Iuja. As all take their seats, Yeffer begins. Ranel, Letter, Talon, please meet lead Trader Jazzrak. Also, this is Bardock and Winex, who have traveled with Jazzrak. The Iuja acknowledged the small team. Yeffer continues. We need to decide our next step. Reynolds quickly begins. Our supplies are sufficient for a while, even with our new guests. Our race genetic stores are still protected. Leffer picks up on the status brief. I'm not happy with our weapons and protection systems. We are entering unknown conditions, and we need to redesign the ship to properly provide protection for both an offensive and defensive position. In addition, we need a fleet of small ships capable of dealing with a variety of threats. Having lost most of the trader ships, we need some time to rebuild. Talon jumps in. Our ship is not properly designed to begin a multi-galaxy jump. We need to enhance energy storage for longer range jumps. Yeffer returns to Jazzrak. Do you have anything to contribute? As lead trader, your position gives you joint command with me. Bardock and Winex have a momentary look at Jazzrak, not having truly understood his high position. Jazzrak rises. Your staff has laid out the ship condition well. This galaxy will not last long, given what we have just seen of our galaxy. Unless we can fix the weapons and engine problems now, I think we need to consider moving on to the next galactic level, deeper into the universe, away from the danger, to provide us more time to solve any redesign conditions. The ship staff indicates agreement with Jazzrak as Yeffer looks around the room. Yeffer asks Talon, how long will it take so we can increase our energy stores, allowing for us to move to the next galaxy? Yeffer should take up to 2 sleep cycles to build the extra energy ability and another to recharge. Okay, I guess we are all in agreement. I think we position across the current galaxy and prepare on the outer edge. Let's get ready to move, and then we find a place and redesign the ship. Thanks, everyone. Everyone feels the meeting is over. The group is about to leave when Yeffer comments, we will hold a ceremony of grief when we find a place to rebuild the ship. Until then, we need to stay focused on survival. Meeting dismissed. While some of the Iuja talk with Winex, Jazzrak pulls Bardock over to the side to talk over their situation.
We do not get paid by YouTube for any of our videos, so please consider your contributions. Thank you.
If you enjoy our videos, please click Patreon on the front page and buy me a drink. Thank you. Please like and subscribe the Watcher in the Fall channel.